please don't forget to subscribe on your way out by hitting the red subscribe button below.
If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. I'm ready. Yeah, y'all ready?
Why is it that when I'm done filming,
ready,
the natural light comes
you
out
ain't gotta
and the
get
sun
ready.
comes out, and I've been filming with
I'm
this
ready.
ring light, and I'm like, I want
Y'all
to
ready,
do
y'all ready, y'all ready.
lighting.
Go for that, I get it. Came in this game and you cray on a mission.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be filming. You guys don't understand. Like I told you, I've been busy with the Christmas show and it turned out to be a wonderful production. I absolutely love just being in the Christmas show and just having a purpose in what you do. So that's what the Christmas show was about, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So if I have some photos, I'll make sure to enter in now. But anyways, I hope that you guys really enjoy this video that I'm going to do today. This is actually a video about my 2016 goal. We literally have only a couple of days of December left. I'm like, oh my gosh, this year flew by so by. This year flew by so by. Alright, bye Mari. This year flew by so fast and I'm just like, where did the year go? But I learned so much this year, and I can honestly admit that this year was like my glow up year. Now I'm not talking about physical appearance, I'm talking about my spirit and my soul and my character. It's just defining me, and like it was awesome. So last year, you guys know that I did a goals video, and I'm gonna leave that video in the description box. So it's basically goals like being a mentor. So I did become a mentor. You guys know that I was a mentor for the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. Also, I said I wanted to form a closer relationship with God. So yes, I formed a closer relationship with God, accepted God as my personal savior, got baptized this year, and on top of that, I'm serving my church, which I love, on the dance ministry, and I'm praying that I would also be a part of the children's ministry. What else? One goal that I'm still trying to this day to really accomplish is just eating healthy. I'm like, I try. And I try, and I try. And even on my Snapchat, y'all know I was on my kale and what was I making? And like boiled eggs in the morning, which I think is a really good and healthy breakfast. And I would make sure I wake up at 6 o'clock, have my devotional time, have my breakfast time, and just have time to like stretch and stuff like that, just to get my mornings like, you know, an easy start. And it just failed. It failed, especially with the Christmas production and me not sleeping well. So I'm just like, I'm still trying to achieve that goal. So anyways, before I start rambling anymore, let's get into these goals. My first goal has a lot to do with self-improvement, and it's basically defeat doubt and fear and be intentional. This has been a struggle in my life for a long time, and I feel like sometimes I go through these ways where it's like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, and that's how life is. I just feel like when I doubt myself, I think that is so important, and this is my solution for it, to speak over yourself and to know God's promises to you. His promises are not outdated. When fear comes into your life, when doubt comes into your life, you need to learn how to speak over yourself. And when you speak over yourself, it's just basically to remind yourself who you are in God. Another goal that I have for myself is basically learning how to make the most out of now, because all we really have right now is now. Like tomorrow's not promised for anybody. I know that I can make excuses like I don't have enough time to do this and I don't have enough time, but it's really truly what you want to do, and if I wanted to make time for it, I can. So it's just a sacrifice, and just learn how to do what you have to do and stop procrastinating. My next goal for myself would be to learn how to receive love, and not to say that I reject it all the time, but sometimes it's a struggle for me to receive love from people, and it's because of like I said, my past and where I came from, and just having relationships that disappointed me. And it's kind of like now I'm getting fresh into, there is some genuine people, and it's like a brand new thing to me. So it's just learning how to accept love. One thing that I really constantly struggle with is basically learning how to have guy friends. Truthfully, I only have like 3 guy friends that I knew from like when I was younger, that's like truly a friend to me, and one guy that used to go to high school with me. Other than that, I'm not used to having guy friends, so it's kind of like I shy away from them because I'm like, I'm not trying to be close. That's something that I'm just learning, and I know that it's a constant struggle with me, is just learning how to be friends with guys, with just being friends, and learning how to accept love from people, learning how to let people love on you. It's just hard for me, and I noticed that I was in the dance ministry one day, and the dance leader told us all to get into a circle, and then basically whatever we needed, we had to go in the middle and look around us and receive it. And I just had a hard time. I just literally just broke down, because it's like, I'm just not used to, I'm used to giving like to people if they need something from me or whatever, but I'm not used to letting people like kind of love on me. And if they do, I'm kind of like, you know, and it's not good. And it's something that I'm willing to actually just learn how to do. And truthfully, I think the solution would be to, of course, stay prayerful about it, especially certain relationships. If I feel a little bit funny about it, pray to God and ask for that spirit of discernment, just to know if this is the right relationship. And that can be any type of friendship. I feel like if you feel a little funny, pray about it, pray for the person. So my last self-improvement goal has to be being reciprocal. Oftentimes we go, oh, I would do that for them, and this, I want people to call me. Nobody calls me, but do you reach out to those people? Are you the friend that you want to meet one day? Are you like the spouse that you want to meet one day? And that's one thing that I'm learning, because if I'm not those things first, how can I want it from you? That's exactly what I'm focusing on. It's basically, what would I like out of a friend? Basically taking a list and writing down, what would I like in a friend? Like, what would I like? What would I like the basics. And there's nothing wrong with that. What do you expect someone to do for you as a friend? And what do you expect someone to do for you as a boyfriend, or someone you're courting, or someone that you want to marry? Like, what do you want? And you have to be those things first and question yourself and say, am I this? Am I caring? Am I selfless? Like, all these things just go down in a list. And if there's certain things that you're not, then that's just some things that you may have to just make adjustments in your life and just learn how to be those things before asking someone else to be those things. Okay, so I have my spiritual goals written down. They're not goals for say 2016, but they're goals that I do every single day, and what I try to do every single day. So let me get to the pictures. I'm not going to go into deep depth. I feel like they're pretty self-explanatory, but I know that this video is going to be long already. So the first one is improving the quality of my prayers, letting my faith be bigger than any aspect of my life, any aspects, because I told you guys, like, oh, I remember in the beginning I did one video and I was like, you know, I don't believe that, like, when it comes to my finances, like, I still have trouble with just letting God do what he needs to do, especially when it comes to things like my finances, because I have to pay rent and I had this worry in me. So that's always a goal. And just basically continue to serve on different ministries. Like I said, I'm trying to be a part of the children's ministry in 2016, so I can't wait for that. Other spiritual goals that I really strive on doing every single day is just guarding my heart. I know the lifestyle that I want to live, and I know that I'm watching certain things, listening to certain things that doesn't align with that, then I'm going to have to cut some things out. So guarding your heart is just not... everybody thinks of guarding your heart as like, I'm not letting anyone in, but it's really what you watch, who you hang around with, what you listen to. It has a lot to do with everything that you do. So I'm just trying to guard my heart in alignment to the life that God has for me, and the life that I'm trying to live for God. And my last spiritual goal would, of course, just to be to reject sin at all times. Like, it's crazy, and it's really hard. It really is a hard thing. A lot of people think that just being Christian is just like, oh, I'm Christian, but try living for God. Everybody's talking about blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. Oh, it's not about that. It's not all about blessings, but it's also about living the right way as well. So don't sit here and just want God when you're at your lowest of lows, and you know, you have to really take a moment and say, like, well, God knows who I am. Besides when I'm in my lowest of lows, besides when I'm receiving something good. So yeah, those are like my spiritual goals and my little rant at the end. So lastly and quickly, I just want to touch on my personal goals. Like I told you guys, I want to start a non-profit organization. It's been on my heart to do so since last year. So I'm just really trying to think about the thing that I care about the most, like what it's going to be about, because I have a lot of things that I care about. Mostly I care about our future generation, so I really try to pour into kids as much as possible. Also, I want to create another business. I have an idea for business. Like I said, I want to stay prayerful about it. I'm not making any type of announcements, but I know that it's a business. And yeah, just another online store, and that's something that I'm praying about, like I said, but I do have an idea in my mind. So if it does happen, then you guys will know about it. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful time with your family, with your friends during this Christmas time. I hope that you guys know the reason for the season. Don't forget it. And then also I will see you later on next week. If you have any type of video requests, please leave them down below and I'll be sure to get at them if I can do them. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday and I'll see you soon.